Sweetie is canning salmon today. See the steam come off of the steam cooker?
And I don't look anything.
We had to do that so we'd have room for the halibut in the refrigerator.
That's right.
There's a little Russian church here in Ninilchik, Alaska. This is a Russian church, and many of the people who live in this area are descendants of the Russians who were here before it was bought by the United States. This is a cemetery beside the Russian church.
Oh, look at I can get a picture with my telephoto from here.
Oh, the baby.
Wanted to show one more picture of the salmon. From what we've heard, they're in their last stages of life. And it seems like they're digging a place there to either lay their eggs and then be fertilized. This one with the white fin looks like he's at least 3.5 feet long, probably 140 pounds. 40 pounds, not 140. This is a picture where we're boondocking tonight, Friday night. We're going to stay here tonight, and then some of us in the morning are going to go clamming. Pretty little creek, and this, of course, right to your left is where we have been filming the salmon. Okay, we're on the beach here this morning just north of Homer, and it's really about 8 o'clock in the morning. The timer on this camcorder is 1 hour late. But anyway, these folks are out here on the beach to clam. They're supposed to be razor clam out here, and they've got their mud boots on and their buckets and shovels, and they're going to dig for clams this morning, as if we need some more fish. Our refrigerators are totally full of salmon and halibut. I don't know what we could do with some more fish, maybe just to eat today. Beautiful morning this morning, Saturday morning. Let's see what they do. The tide is out. You want to try to dig for clams when the tide is out. And they tell me that they walk along till they see a hole in the ground, and then they get the shovel and dig down there real quick, and there should be a razor clam down there. This is coal, C-O-A-L, here on the beach, and it's washed down from the cliffs behind me. And a lot of the Russian people, or the people in this area, come down here and get coal for the winter. There's a lot of it here. And down there you can see the clammers. Here is a razor clam.
If you watch there, it'll start digging and it'll try to dig itself down.
And that's the hole it came out of. This is the little hole that you look for.
This one had a...
This is the results of the clam dig. Got approximately 50. Look at the meat that came out of those things. And we're cleaning them right here beside the little pond in back of the trailers.
The Nil-Chick River. Is the fish still spawning this morning?
Yeah, I saw a great big one right behind you.
Today is August the 2nd, a Monday. We're parked here beside the road eating lunch, and we have officially been on this vacation for 3 months, and we are officially turned toward Texas for the first time today. We're going to go to Anchorage tonight, and then tomorrow go down toward Valdez. It's about 60 degrees here. The weather's just been great. Hadn't had any rain in about a week on us. And there are the rigs, and they're all still in one piece. This is one of the prettiest areas we've been in Alaska.
Now, here are some grown men with their recently carved Afro-American projectile shooter, commonly called a slingshot. Must be some midlife crises around here, but the guys are having fun.
Yeah, I found out on mine. It's going to curve, and if I had it straight up and down, I thought it would go down.
Tuesday, and we're about 80 miles southeast of Anchorage, headed for Glen Allen, our little town just south of there, where we can see some diamond willow. This is a pretty little stop off here. And Pommy is still with us. There she is. And our rigs have been clean for a few days. No rain. I think there's a glacier up that way. It's hard for me to see through the camera.
We're on the road to Valdez, Alaska, and in front of us is a small glacier. It's raining and very cold today.
Degrees.
58 degrees. We're gonna stop for lunch really soon now.
Can you hear the waterfalls? We're here about 20 miles east of Valdez at a place called Bridal Veil Falls. that is the way to Valdez, and we just came from this other direction here.
Well, look at the fishermen of the world. The first salmon on an artificial lure that Vermin got in Valdez, Alaska, when it's raining on the bank. And he caught his limit in about 45 minutes. And we are so excited. Say something, darling.
What can I say? I'm tired.
Nathan's gonna fix them for us, and then we think we're gonna can them. You may get a can of this, Mother. This is a sea otter in Valdez, Alaska, and he lays on his back and eats his food. Isn't he cute?
We are here at the famous port of Valdez, and we're parked here beside the bay. Been fishing this afternoon. I caught my limit. Varlin caught 5. Nathan caught 2. And we ate salmon and halibut tonight, and we enjoyed both. Valdez, and this is a little creek where you can see the salmon spawning. There you can see part of the end of the Alaskan pipeline, the tanks that store the oil before it's shipped out. Valdez is one of the prettiest areas we've seen on our trip. Came down here and it's been cloudy all day. The whole town of Valdez is supposed to be surrounded by mountains. A lot of waterfalls, a lot of running water. And there's one right there. Evidently the water for this little creek is coming from this waterfall. Here at the docks out of Valdez.
Probably another one.
This is one of the huge fishing boats. It's here. This is a fish processing boat. They will go out and meet the other boats, and they've got this huge vacuum cleaner. They'll suck all the fish off of there and do something to them, freeze them, and it's just a huge processing boat. Here is the Lulabelle. Nathan and Dorothy may go on the glacier cruise tomorrow on the Lulabelle. Came down here to see if we could spend, see, tonight is Wednesday night, spend Friday and Saturday night over here at the Bear Paw RV Park. My brother, are they covered up? Okay, this is Thursday. We're still here in Valdez. The sun started shining. This is a pretty area. The tide has come in and we're all down here fishing. Everybody has caught a fish except Bessie. That includes Sweetie there and Dorothy. And Bessie hadn't caught one because she's been taking a lot of pictures. One caught one right there, probably weighed 10 or 12 pounds. It's a salmon. And the others that we put on the stringer are red salmon. Most of them weigh about 2.5, 3, 4 pounds. They are fighters. Here's Dorothy. Catching them on a little old silver and pink lure called a pixie.
Like it, Daddy?
Is it a humpy or red?
Hey, he's a good one. I can tell he's dark on top.
Is that a red?
Big deal. Yeah, I believe he is.
Has one now.
Show me something. Jump. Jump. They got these jump on the stringer there for you. Here's the way these girls do it. You're going to run up on the bank with them. That's what I just did.
Whatever works, Megan.
Get up here.
What is it?
It's a plastic bag, Leah. It's cedar wax wing.
Cedar wax wing. Well, I did a while ago.
Good fish.
Let me try it one time.
Good fish.
Good fish. Keeper. Let me try it one time.
He has one now.
Where's the net?
Right here next to you, David. Okay, I'll just play around with it.
Nope.
Look at all those fish. Holy moly. This is fun though.
Next time, sometime.
leg gotta be in my baby.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, that's a nice
One
one.
of them big mamboos there.
Oh,
Wh- What's that? What is it?
It's scissor tail.
tail.
There's one.
That's a nice one, dear.
Yeah.
That's a good fry.
Jackie has another one, but he cheated. He caught him in the tail.
Caught him in the tail? Oh, sure did. I had one on the tail, but mine didn't come back in. Well, that looks good, Jackie.
What is it?
Jackie got one on the tail.
Is it a good one?
I think.
You want me to get the net? Or are you going to play with it?
What do
Hey,
you
y'all,
got,
I've
Jackie?
got a fish.
Oh, Bessie!
Bessie has one.
Keep on coming, darling. Oh, I see you.
Oh, phew!
He's caught another one. And Varlin has caught another big one. He'll play him for a while and then I'll record it again when he gets him ready to bring him in. Yeah. He jumped off.
This is Berman catching fish. He caught a humpy.
Hand right there. How you doing?
Hold him up, darling.
I wouldn't do that. You should bring him way up here first. He's going to get loose.
It's Bessie's first fish.
I want you to
She has a
run
humpy.
your finger up through there and bend your finger up so he can't get off. Yeah. Run your finger through there. Hold him. All right, Bessie.
Hold him up. Woo! Cool.
All right.
We're still here in Valdez and we're going to take a tour this afternoon of the Alaskan pipeline, which was built between 1969 and 1977.
So there are any scheduled to be here. Okay, well, we'll do the best we can. Yeah.
Holding tanks for all the oil, and it comes down the pipeline. Here are some of the terminals, and here are some of the tankers. This is one of the smaller ones here. It will hold about 1 million barrels of oil. This is one of the largest. It holds something like 2 million barrels of oil, and it is about ready to leave. You can see how low it sits in the ground. This whole area felt to take up to an 8.5 earthquake. One of that size occurred here in 1964.
Skidoos on here.
Changed a lot of the operations since the Valdez rupture. You can see the net that goes around each ship. And as each one of these ships leaves a harbor, it is escorted out about 65 miles out. It becomes disabled or anything. The 2 ships that escorted it will be able to help it out in whatever way. It's a Saturday morning, and we're about 25 miles northeast of Valdez. Pretty drive through the canyon here. It's a Saturday morning.
Hey, darling. Here's Swan.
Looks like that's metal. Or the thing is dropped down. Yeah.
This is a bird, we do not know the name of it,
Pull back the other hole.
but it's eating our cornbread and Barbara's strawberry bread.
We'd take this trim off all the way around, all these trees up to the top. We wouldn't have to take them off to the top. And this would probably hinge out before we'd get out of there.
I'm gonna get a table. I got some on the floor. Oh, that's scary.
We are about 30 miles southwest of Toke in a pullout, and the front of our Fleetwood broke. The body broke away from the frame, and it kind of dropped down on the fifth wheel attachment. We felt like we couldn't move it, so we tried to figure out how to fix it ourselves. We took it apart and found out that 3 bolts had broken on that little lower board on the front. We replaced the boards, and this is the only way you could get to it. We felt like we couldn't move the trailer, and Jackie and I and Barbara and Sweetie have made this big mess. Now we're going to try to put it all back together. 5 hours later, with the excellent help of Jackie and Barbara and Sweetie, we put the cap back on the front of the fifth wheel. We think we may have solved the problem, but don't know for sure. We're going to try it out. It's a Sunday morning, and we're headed to Toke. Very cool last night. We had a broken out window, so it got kind of cool in the trailer. Got down to about 50. This is still pretty country. Okay, we're about 30 miles southwest of Chicken on the top of the World Highway. Here's a pretty place here. We've been climbing up and down all day. Roads are narrow and they're dirt or gravel, but they're not all that bad. A little bit of dust. Just came from that direction.
We finally made it to Chicken. Hopefully we'll do some gold panning here. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
You've got another one. I mean, he's a flat one. I thought I was good.
you do? Just put some dirt out of the river?
Over there.
Mom, what are you doing?
Cover her up without the
Oh.
Just get some dirt over there. Honey?
I'm there if I'm on down.
Yeah, it's rule number one, you gotta be comfortable.
Some dirt here brought from the mine that is near here, and they'll shovel a pan full and then come down here to the river and see if they find some specks. Sweetie just found 2 specks of gold.
Did you see it?
Did you want me to bring up those pieces of gold underneath it too?
Where did you dig?
In the same place everybody else. That's since 11 o'clock today, I think I deserve to get something through.
Hey, this is Monday morning and we're on our way out of the big city of Chicken, where we all pan for gold. All 3 of us that panned got gold. Barbara didn't pan, and it was an interesting little place. Here's some of the scenery on the way. We're kind of up in the mountains, and the road hadn't been all that bad. This is probably what they meant when they said top of the world highway. Way up above the stream or river down below.
I need to get some of the road in one of my places. Get that 25 mile an hour plan in there.
We've been going up and down hill. The road that we own is probably about a 3-rut road. We're parked up here, and we've got to let, I stepped off the edge of this, the car go by. Gold mining area, and this looks like a big old screen that they use to shuffle the material around. We don't know for sure, but that may be what that is.
Yeah, I think the book talks about.
We're down in the bottoms now, and here is an old dredge that they use to dig tons of gold out of this area. We understand is the material came into this screened area up here, and it rotated, and it was hit by a high pressure hose, which caused the gold, which was heavier, to fall down. The waste material went out the front of this dredge. This was the front of the dredge. Here's the gear system for the cable section of it.
Down to the salmon beach in Corbell? Yeah.
You been there?
We stayed there at Alaska Land on the park.
Oh,
We
yeah.
didn't make the salmon boat. We
It's probably this pile of waste here came out of the end of this thing when it was in operation.
Yeah.
Jackie, did you hear me?
No, Don, what?
I pushed the wrong button. Sorry about that. Herman's taking a picture of this little...
Yeah. Yeah, I got the truck.
We're here at the junction where this little road goes north to the little town of Eagle. This one goes back to Dawson City. We'll be going down that road in just a minute or two.
What are you doing, Palm?
This is the last chance food and gas station, I guess, before we get into Canada, the Yukon. Magnificent place of business here. There's one of those old type gas pumps. The road is about a mile to the Alaskan Yukon border. You're sitting way up here on top of this mountain. Probably about 50, 55 degrees today. Here, this is the customs place, and we will be entering Canada. In the Yukon, there is the customs office over there, and this will probably be the last pictures that we'll take of Alaska. We'll be going in that direction. The customs lady said it got down to 38 degrees here last night, and they're expecting snow in the next 2 weeks. And it's about 43 here now.
Well, we're stopped for a little construction break, about 2 minutes, so that's nothing new on any road, anywhere. This is a pretty view.
This thing was probably built around 1942, certainly in the 40s. We're about 11 miles south of Dawson City, and this is the Top of the World Point, which is part of the Top of the World Highway. This is from the Top of the World Point, and that's got to be the Yukon River. We're up about 5,000 feet, so we'll be going down to Dawson City, which is about 1,500 feet above sea level. Here at Dawson Creek, Dawson City, and that's the ferry that's going to take us across the Yukon River. And evidently Dawson City is up that way someplace.
Did I hear you, Van?
This is looking north on the Yukon River. It's Tuesday morning, and we're here in Dawson City at the Googleville RV Park. There's a tour bus. They're painting for gold right over there. And this afternoon we're going to go up this road to what is called Bonanza Mine and see if we can pan for a little bit of gold.
In the end of September, they look just like that, but they're frozen solid.
When they really get hungry, they come
This is flowering kale, the proprietor tells us, and it's a member of the cabbage family. This is one of the panning stalls, and this is some of the old equipment they have left over. You can really tell that something dredged in this area. They said the whole Klondike River is dredged out. Evidently this is one of those very powerful water guns that they used. Another type of rocker. And another. Here in Dawson, and this is where the Yukon River and the Klondike River come together. This is the Klondike here, very clear water, and you can tell the Yukon River is muddy. But here's where they both come together. There's the Yukon going that direction, and here the Klondike comes down this direction. And the town of Dawson City is down this way. This is a Keno, and I believe this is one of the last boats to navigate the Klondike River. Looks like his paddle is missing. I believe they're working on it today. And this is Main Street in Dawson City. There's only one side to the main street. Walks here in Dawson City are made of wood. I believe that ladder is used to clean the chimney. A lot of these houses here have that. This guy here is going over to the bank. Jackie was talking to him, said he's going over to the bank. He says, I think I've got $1 left in the bank. Lived here all his life. Jackie asked him what he was going to spend his dollar on. He says, I'm going to have to think of something. This is Diamond Tooth Annie's. Not so much to it after all you've heard. We went there last night and saw the Follies. Not as much to it after all you've heard. It's the name to Diamond Tooth Gertie. Bank where you go before you go into these. This is the most photographed house in this region.
Right. Yeah. And where does he live? That's not insured or nothing. Like I don't have to sign for anything when I get on this site.
What is this called?
The Robert Service cabin and to listen to some poetry about the history of the North Country. This is Tom Byrne. Supposed to be one of the best poetry speakers around. This is in Robert Service's cabin, and I don't believe I've seen one of these before on a smokestack.
Don't let the umbrella scare you. Announcement to make. I'm sorry about this, but there is no taping allowed during the performance as written by Robert Service. I came for the gold and I sought it. I scrabbled and I mucked like a slave. Was it scurvy or famine? I fought it. I hurled my youth into the grave. I came for the gold and I got it. I came out with a fortune last fall, but somehow life's not what I thought it, and somehow the gold isn't all. No, there's the land. Have you seen it? It's the cussedest land that I know. From the big dizzy mountains that screen it to the deep death-like valleys below. Some say God was tired when he made it. Some say it's a good land to shun. But there are others who would trade it for no land on earth. And I'm one. You come to get rich? Damn good reason. You feel like an exile at first. You hate it like hell for a season, and then you are worse than worst. It grips you like some kind of sinning, and it turns you from foe to a friend. It seems it's been from the beginning. It seems it will be to the end. I've stood at the mouth of a mighty hollow that was plumb full of hush to the brim. And I've watched the big husky sun wallow in crimson and in gold and grow dim, till the moon set the pearly peaks gleaming and the stars tumbled out neck on crop, and I thought I surely was dreaming with a piece of the world piled on top. The summer, no sweeter was ever, the sunshiny slopes all a-thrill, the grayling a-leap on the river, and the bighorn asleep on the hill. The big land that has never known harness, and the wilds where the caribou call, the freshness, the freedom, the farness. My God, how I'm stuck on it all. And the winter, the brightness that blinds you, and the big land locked tight as a drum, and the cold fear that follows and finds you, and the silence that bludgeons you down. There are snows that are older than history, and woods where the weird shadows slant, the coolness, the moonlight, the mystery. I bade them goodbye, but I can't. There's a land where the mountains are nameless, and the rivers all run God knows where. There are lives that are erring and aimless, and there are deaths that just hang by a hair. There are hardships that nobody reckons. There are valleys unpeopled and still. There's a land, oh, it beckons, and I want to go back. And I will. Now they're making my money diminish, and I'm sick of the taste of champagne. Thank God when I'm skinned to a finish, I'll pike to the Yukon again. I'll fight, and you'll bet it's no sham fight. It's hell, but I've been there before, and it's better than this by a damn sight. So it's me for the Yukon once more. There's the gold, and it's haunting and haunting, and it's luring me on as of old. Yet it isn't the gold that I'm wanting, as much as just finding the gold. There's that great big land way up yonder, and the forests where silence has leased. It's the beauty that fills me with wonder, and it's the stillness that thrills me with peace. Thank you.
We're just back from the Robert Service cabin and the poetry, and we all enjoyed it very much. We didn't think we would when we got there, but we did. He quoted a poem called Bessie's Ball, and we got a big kick out of that, and we'll tell you about that when we see you. It was about a ball in a place where you sit down. We're at this time up on the dome, one time a year, and it's generally around June the 1st that the sun does not set here. It's called the dome, and that is the Yukon River there, and down below Jackie's truck is where it runs into the Klondike River.
That may be it. I didn't.
There's the road that we came from Alaska down to the river here and caught the ferry. Now up this road is the top of the world golf course, and we believe it's somewhere in this area, but we can't make it out. Of course, this is the big town of Dawson City. There is the Googieville campground, and there are our trailers right there. You can see them. We're gonna probably eat supper and go painting for gold up that road that you see to the Bonanza side. It's supposed to be another huge dredge up that way. Whether they've stopped mining up in here, this is the physical evidence. This is what they call hydraulic mining. They're washing the dirt down and they're picking it up and putting it in their trays so that the gold can be sifted out of it. We're going up to the Bonanza minefield at this afternoon. This is the dredge number 4, located about 7 miles south of Dawson City. It is being remodeled. There's talk about remodeling it, restoring it, and putting it back into operation. Looks like the water line has been kind of high. Either they lowered the water or raised the dredge, one of the two. Huge dredge. It's supposed to be one of the largest wooden bottomed dredges that was in operation.
It might be really hard to move.
Walkways and all set up on it.
Yeah.
It says here the dredge was powered by a hydroelectric generated 30 miles away on the Klondike River. The power was brought here by power lines. Statistics: length 140 feet, 65 feet wide, and height 76 feet. Displacement 3,000 tons. Digging depth was 57 feet below water level and 14 feet above water level. About 140 miles south of Dawson City at Paling Crossing, and this is the Paling River down here. Wednesday morning, temperature is about 55 degrees. Looks cloudy, rainy. We're just a few miles north of Carmack, and this is the Five Finger Rapids area.
Yeah. This is the place. It's got east and west mixed up.
This house was built right around 1900 when they had a trail from Whitehorse to Dawson City. Okay, it's a Saturday morning, August the 14th, and we're here at the junction of the Alaska Highway and the Cassiar Highway. And we're here at a weigh station. We were going to weigh our trucks and trailers and see who's got too much diamond willow in their truck. And then we'll be heading that direction over that building down the Cassiar Highway. Beautiful day today. Temperature's about 60 degrees right now, but it got down real close to freezing last night. We can tell by the looks of the trees and things that winter is coming on. Okay, we've made it down the Cassiar Highway, and we're at the little place called Jade City. Up that road is a little place called Centerville. That's where the largest nugget was found in British Columbia, 72 ounces. Also, that's where one of the largest asbestos mining operations was in operation until March of 1992. These little knots are called burls that grow on the trees. Many of the places that you see around here, you'll find these tanks. That is diesel oil that they use to run the generators and also for heating oil. And I'm going to go back to this room. Dawn wanted to show her mama that she's been in a jade field. Whatever the heck that means.
Go closer. That's okay.
It's a Sunday morning, and we're at the little town of Iskut, about 250 miles down the Cassiar Highway in British Columbia. It has a certain hint of winter in the air, the wind's blowing, and I guess it's about 45 degrees out here, it feels. But this is a pretty area here. Been driving on some gravel and some potholed roads. Probably average something like 35 miles an hour. But we don't have to work tomorrow, so it's no big deal.
Cassiar Highway, and this is Canaskin Lake in front of us with the mountain range over it.
This place is fixing to get full.
This is what you call diamond willow. You ask, what good is it for? We spend a tremendous amount of time cutting them in the forest off the side of the roads and whittling on them. And you ask, what good are they for? You can make walking canes with them, hat racks, coat racks, table legs, and many things.
We called in the gravel pit over night before last. Old boy pulled in there that I bet you had seen Lily seen him half a dozen times. He's just waiting on the ferry line. So he's just knocking on.
What they'll do is skin the bark off of them, let them dry for a while, and then sand them down and put some varnish on them. What's that varnish called, Nathan?
Clear lacquer.
Clear lacquer? Oh, jeez. Anyway, it really does make them pretty, and they're a very decorative piece. And what it is willow, and they start with a fungus on the bottom of the tree, and that's what causes these diamond-shaped things on them. They're very pretty. This is a Monday morning, getting ready to leave here, a little bit before 8:30. And we're parked on the Cassiar Highway. Call it a highway, I don't know why, it's mainly gravel. We made it okay. Beautiful view, sun's rising this morning, supposed to be a little better day today. Here in Kitwanga, it's at the end of the Cassiar Highway. 37 meets the Yellowhead Highway, which is 16. Here are some of the oldest totem poles in existence here at the Indian village in Kitwanga. This is a Wednesday morning, and we're here in the little town of McBride in British Columbia. Nice weather today. Bessie has on her striped shirt today, and we'll be going down that road about 130 miles to Jasper, Alberta, Canada today. We finally back on the smooth highways. There's an actual carver at work. Evidently he's done all the carving, and he's heating it with a blowtorch to give it a dark color or whatever. But that's what he's using on it, is a blowtorch. Not a blowtorch, that was a spray paint machine, but he did use a blowtorch on them to give them this darker color in some cases. The carving is done with a chainsaw, which is that thing right there.
Really good.
There's a little beaver. There's your rigged up school bus going west from McBride. We're at the Mount Robeson Visitor Center.
This is designated area.
And Mount Robeson is 12,300 feet high, and there it is there.
That's what we already talked about.
This is about 50 miles west of Jasper, Alberta, Canada.
We've been so unlucky.
Back down the road there was some gravel roads on the left, and I was just looking, you know, and one sign I saw says, "Beware of bears."
Where we see no bears or no nothing.
Maybe.
Boy, I wish that cloud would move so I could see the top. Okay, Tom, I know.
This is Mount Cinnamon, which is to the west of Robeson. It's about nearly 9,000 feet high. Robeson is 12,000, as I said. Top of it is covered with clouds. It was climbed in 1913 by 3 fellows. It's got a glacier or two on top. Mount Cinnamon. Here is a picture of a raven. It's not a crow, because a raven is bigger than a crow, but this is a huge bird walking around out here on this grass. Top of the mountain just cleared. There it is up there, Mount Robeson.
I don't know if she was shy.
Huh? She's shy, yeah.
She's shy.
Oh, she's shy. Oh, yes.
That's beautiful.
We are fixing to enter the pretty state of Alberta, Canada.
We're in Alberta, Canada, and this is the Rockies. And up on the top of the mountain where the snow is, Berman says that looks like an Indian with a bow and arrow. It's really pretty.
Jasper National Forest in Alberta, Canada. This is the Athabasca Pass. We're going to stop at the Athabasca Glacier a little further down the road. Still in the Jasper State Park, and these are still the Canadian Rockies.
Did you get some more flowers? Why did I get all this attention?
Still in the Canadian Rockies. Having a beautiful drive down from Jasper to Lake Louise to Banff. Here's one of the glaciers that we see along the road. And here's a mountain that's about 10,000 feet high, Kitchener.
That is.
There's a big old waterfall.
An extra 200 miles. That's a lot of miles.
Well,
I didn't realize that there was so
Carl
much.
said he didn't poke his bullets because he was behind, Jackie was behind him.
See it? And you see the waterfall up there just above that mound of snow. There's going to be a lot of this snow not melt this summer. It's got to be 200 or 300 feet thick up there on the top of that mountain. the Athabasca Glacier in the Jasper National Park. You can see people walking up a path and walking out on the glacier. I believe I saw buses up on top of the glacier. I don't know how they got up there, but that's what they look like to me. Wind is blowing here, and the temperature dropped down to about 55 degrees here. There's the visitor center over there. We couldn't get into it. Too crowded. Up here on top of this glacier, this is what it looks like in close order. Kind of dirty. Here's a small crevice. And there's some of our traveling partners. And there's where the RVs are, way down at the bottom of that hill. This is one of many glaciers from what is called the Columbia ice field. Down there you can hear the melted water running from this one. Imagine the wind chill factor is about 35 degrees. Pay about 16, 17 bucks. And there would a bus over here that can drive up this way and actually go out on the glacier. Back to that hill. And in on the little trail that we came up. Along the way, they have years. See the little post there? It'll tell you that, say in 1970, the glacier was down this far, and it keeps going on up the mountain. 1975, and the next one up here, just about 20 feet or 30, is 80. And this one's 1982, so you can kind of get an idea of how much it's rescinding, is that the word? Up the hill. At the gas pump just north of Lake Louise. The cost is 56.9 cents per liter. Figure up how much that is per gallon. Not a bad view from a filling station. Here at Lake Louise in Alberta, Canada. This is one of the most popular tourist spots in Canada. Gorgeous setting, blue lake, and the mountains.
people this time. The sun's coming in. Won't you wait? Won't you give it a few minutes? Step a little slack. Relax.
One of our Oriental friends. This is the hotel right next to Lake Louise. This is the lobby of the hotel. One last look. We're in the town of Banff, Alberta, Canada. And going down Banff Avenue, and this is one of the pretty places that you'll see. What's the name of it? Caribou Lodge. This is Banff Avenue, downtown. Banff Main Street looking back toward the north. This is a real popular skiing area. Today the temperature is about 65, 70 degrees. Very nice. We're going to try to play a little golf this afternoon on a gorgeous course. The golf course is out over that bridge. Last night when we went to see the golf course, down to the left in the river, there's about 8 or 10 elk in the river. The Banff Springs Hotel. Come up here and you're going to drive up and look at it. Just look around the block. Don't know if you can see this good into the sun, but it's a gorgeous hotel. Mountains in the background. Okay. Here comes Varlin. Pick me up. Banff Springs Golf Course and Hotel. There's the number 1 tee box. Very pretty course. Lots of scenery. We'll play this afternoon. I'm taking these pictures in the morning. We'll play this afternoon, and all the elk will be out on the golf course, we hope. Saw about 20, 30 of them on the course yesterday when we came out to look at the course. Looking back down number 9, this green is enormous. It's the clubhouse. It's the practice area. There are a large number of Japanese here last night, and they are all over this golf course. Must be a Japanese holiday. Right over there is where our trailer is parked. Those trees crossed the Spree River at the side of Banff. It's okay. I'm getting it pretty good. These are the waterfalls on the Spree River in this town of Banff. That's the Banff Springs Hotel.
This is the number 1 tee box in this gorgeous golf course. Varlin's going to hit first.
Who do you think it is?
Varlin's turn to hit. This is Banff Golf Course in Alberta, Canada.
Good shot.
Number 14 hole with that gorgeous hotel right in front of us. Going back towards the tee box. Here's Furman's shot from the 14th. Furman shot from the 14th. The number 15th hole. I'm way out here in the fairway, and they're way up there, ready to hit. Furman shot on 18. Shot on 18. Well, 16, finally, we see some elk. I've been waiting all day for this. It's now feeding time. I'm just laying in the middle of this golf course.
You're not going to be very happy with Dad, though, because I have to go over and hit my briar.
Isn't she sweet?
This is the elk that's on the golf course as we're leaving. They generally come out about this time, about 6:30 or 7 at night. Hey, this is a Saturday morning. Temperature is about 65 degrees. And we're at an intersection up here, and we believe this is Castle Mountain, just north of Banff. And we're on our way to Radium Hot Springs, about 65 miles down the road. Down this road. Monday morning, I'm standing in downtown Radium Springs, British Columbia, Canada. This is the main street. This is the only street. Some funny looking little things over at that store. We'll be pulling out here tomorrow to go to Glacier National Park. This is a Tuesday morning, and we're here at the little town of Roosevelt, which is the border between Canada and the United States. So this will be our last look at Canada. We're here at the little duty-free shop eating lunch. This is Roosevelt, British Columbia. And right over there is Montana. We'll be going down to West Glacier tonight to spend the night. This is a Thursday morning, August 26th, and we're in downtown Butte, Montana, and it's been snowing here for about an hour. you believe. Just entered Yellowstone National Park. This is a Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, whatever, and we'll be in this park about 3 days. These buffalo are the first animals that we've seen since coming into the park. This area that we're going through was burned out several years ago. There's a buffalo coming right down the middle of the highway.
He's gorgeous.
Guess it's easier walking over here, huh?
Looks fun.
For buffalo holding up traffic here in Yellowstone.
That guy better watch it. You better go, darling. This guy wants to go.
It's Sunday morning here. We're in Yellowstone. The temperature is about 45 degrees. And this is Yellowstone Lake. And these little birds are loons. We're going up that road, or the road that goes over there, to Old Faithful this morning. This is some of the steam or geysers, steam that is coming out of the ground close to Yellowstone. They've had a lot of volcanic eruptions in this area over the millions of years. The last one was 600,000 years ago, and the paper said it shot 240 cubic miles of debris into the air, and then this whole area in here sunk because of it, and the steam that you see arising is part of that eruption that continues here. You can see the water bubbling up. This is water can be as hot as boiling or above. Here's one of the boiling water is steaming up, and we're standing in the sulfur smell, and there is a strong sulfur smell here. Can you smell it? Oh, where the water's not coming out, but you can hear it gurgling. Bessie trying to get warm.
They say that on real cold days, the animals gather around these things, the elk and everything, get out, get some warmth.
I bet that does happen.
I bet you fogged up right then, didn't you?
Here, the water is very clear. You can see the bottom way down there.
I'm not off the wall.
Shove that mud up.
Some of there is over there. The other side of Old Faithful, right there.
Called the Kepler Cascades. Up there where we left the parking lot a few minutes ago, it started sleeting on us. And now the sun's shining. The weather this time of year is very unpredictable here in Yellowstone. Last year on Labor Day being a week or so away, they had the largest, deepest snowfall they've had in a long time here.
One thing for a kid as small as her. She's staying warm. She's a gift. You're gonna run.
It's cold out here. I think we have to eat lunch inside.
Take pictures the way I do, but I can't get everything adjusted. Whatever I want.
Wait till it goes high. Yeah, but it'll get high.
Oh.
If that steam out there.
They're not too long. We saw one 2 months ago over here.
Old Faithful. It's supposed to blow on average every 78 minutes. It was about 9 minutes late this morning. Right at 40 degrees out here. It's been sleeting on us a little bit. This is the lodge here at Old Faithful. We were surprised that it didn't shoot any higher in the air than what it did. There are others that shoot a lot higher and last a lot longer, but they're very unpredictable. Old Faithful is the most predictable geyser that is here in Yellowstone. This is the inside of the lodge. This is the Beehive geyser.
Take a steam bath. Ja, das Lied, kom maar här.
No, of course not, Scott. I wouldn't be surprised. I know you would. But, I got pictures of you with no thousands.
Well, I thought that was a good explanation. You know?
See, it's not just in one spot. It's just everywhere.
I guess we just go up there and jump this too.
I don't know why we want to do that. This is a big old thing.
And we're up around Yellowstone again this morning. This is one of the mud volcanoes here.
The temperature of 189.5 degrees Fahrenheit is below the boiling point, and the fine clay is a result of decomposition of rhyolite rock and sulfuric acid. Gives you a substantial consistency from its otherwise making pigment.
You couldn't tell if it was coming on you or not.
There's a very deep sound to it. Let's see if you can hear it. Bessie says it's going to happen again. And we'll blow this thing up again. And we don't want to be here.
That's a herd of buffalo up in front of us on the left.
Coyote out here trying to catch a rat or mouse or ground squirrel or something. Blue heron out there.
He jumped right straight down. Oh, I see it now.
There's a big herd of buffalo here. Hadn't seen this many together at one time. It's called the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. A section of the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone.
Film up right here.
I know it.
And his drag.
Across there like crazy.
Ooh.
Game trails, what kind of animal be going across space that?
I don't know. Some kind of.
For what reason?
Aren't sheep the only ones who can do that?
Well, deer. Here when you look all the way down to the bottom, you look up this all this steep bank and look at all the game trails.
This is the little town of Cook City, located in the northeast corner of Yellowstone. I believe we're still in Yellowstone Park. And we ate lunch here. At this cafe. Very good home cooking. Varlin and Nathan went on hunting trips where they ate food here many years ago. Has always wanted to touch a bear.
They are.
Here's some antelope, the first we've seen in Yellowstone. Those rascals are fat. $6.
Give them a hip to go.
Here in Yellowstone, how you like this rock formation? This is still part of that Grand Canyon Gorge of Yellowstone. Way down there is the Yellowstone River. We thought this was a very weird rock formation.
This right here.
That water looks
I know, I just love that.
That's a very good place to be standing there in case of earthquake.
Jeez.
Showing you the falls all day. Here it is, up close and personal. This is the upper falls of the Yellowstone River. It's a Tuesday morning, August 31st, and we're about 40 miles south of Yellowstone National Park, which we thoroughly enjoyed. And we're in the Teton National Forest at this time. Here's a better look of the Grand Teton mountain range. The Shoshone National Forest, Shoshone Reservation, I believe, is here. Just came down that road. This is a memorial built for the men who were here to cut ties for the railroad that ran through this part of the country. This is a Wednesday morning, and we're in the little town of Muddy Gulch, Wyoming. And this is typical of Montana and Wyoming territory. Very windy this morning, temperature about 55 degrees. And we'll be going down that road to, it's a Saturday at noon, Labor Day weekend, and we're here in the Rocky Mountain National Park, or forest, just north of Estes Park, Colorado. Park is pretty crowded today. Some ducks ate lunch with us today. This is downtown Estes Park, Colorado. Labor Day weekend. And we're going to a flea market right down that direction. Very hard to find a parking place. We found one, not sure where Nathan and Dorothy found one or not. Wednesday morning. Here we are in Colorado Springs. We're going up to Pikes Peak today. Take a trip up to Pikes Peak, and that's it right there. Pikes Peak. And maybe we'll see some of the roads in that dark spot up there that leads up to Pikes Peak. We don't know how cold it's going to be up there. But it's a bright, shiny day. Rained all day yesterday. And we're staying up this road. The Air Force Academy is right over that hill. And we're staying up there at the campground, which is toward Denver. about 11,000 feet up, and Pikes Peak is 19,000. We're up above the snow. Snow is melting off the trees. We're at a place called Glen Cove, and they're throwing snowballs. This is the road on up Pikes Peak. They tell us that it's open to 16 miles. May not be open the next 3 miles all the way to the top, but it could be. By the time we get in there, it's melting. The snow is melting very quickly. Had quite a bit of rain in this area yesterday. Hey, we're on top of Pikes Peak, 14,000 feet high. This is a little rail car that can take you on a tour to the bottom, to the top, whichever you. 32 degrees right here where we're standing. Toward the south. This is looking down the road that we came. Looking toward the north where that cold wind is coming from. Over there someplace is Colorado Springs. We all got lightheaded up here, and the nurse inside told us the best thing to do is get down the mountain.
Hi, Mama. 35 years ago you were here, and now I am. Wish you were here. See you next year.
They're still red?
Yeah.
This tunnel is on the way to Cripple Creek, Colorado. This is the little town of Cripple Creek, Colorado. See, the mountains in the back are the hills of debris. That's debris that's taken out of the gold mining in this area. Okay, it's a Friday morning and we're here at Rosciata, New Mexico, which is about 20 miles northwest of Las Vegas, New Mexico. We were all camped up there in those trees. We were visited by a bear last night. Turned over a garbage can. And there's only one highway out of this place. And this is the little valley across. And we will be playing golf over there this afternoon. Pretty little golf course. This whole valley is owned by one person. Very nice place. We'll be here to Sunday and then we'll be going to Ruidoso, where this thing all began.
This is a bear that got trapped in Rosciata.
And then when I shine the light,
It's a brown bear, and hopefully you can see, or hopefully this camera will pick up this beautiful bear from another viewpoint.
This is Carey's Recreational Village in Ruidoso, New Mexico. It's a Sunday afternoon and we have just made a circle through the west coast, up through Canada, Alaska, back down through Wyoming, Montana, Colorado, and ended up here some 12,500 miles later. All of our vehicles and trailers made it safely. We had some mishaps, but nothing major. There's only two of us sitting here together. Jackie left us in Rosciata. Barbara was having sinus problems and everything, and they thought it would help to get to a lower altitude, so they are spending tonight in Clovis, New Mexico, and then going on to Colorado City tomorrow to see their grandkids. We'll see them again in Tropic Star in the Valley in January of next year. Varlin parked his trailer down on the lower level where he'll store it, and he's of course over in his mobile home here, about 100 yards just over our trailers. Nathan is going to stay here approximately a month, and then they'll go on to Colorado City to see Dorothy's mother, and then to Houston or Baytown to see Kelly, and then back to San Antonio for Christmas, and then next January they'll go to Tropic Star. Varlin and Bessie will stay here till probably the end of the month. They'll go back to Colorado, to Snyder or Ira, stay there a while, and then come back up here till Christmas time, and then go back down there to Ira, and then we'll see them again in Tropic Star on January the 10th, something like that. Sweetie and I are going to stay here about a week, and we're either going to Arizona to spend about a month or go to Oklahoma, Arkansas, and then on November the 2nd we need to end up in Longview, Texas to have some of the things checked out on our trailer. And then from Longview we'll go to see Stacy and Leah in Dallas, and also Helen, Sweetie's sister, in Greenville. And then we'll head on down to San Antonio to have Christmas with Lori and her new husband somewhere around the 10th, 15th of December. We'll stay there till we go to Tropic Star in the valley around January the 8th. We had a great time on this trip. Enjoyed every bit of it. Seen some beautiful country up the western coast of the United States and Canada. Really did enjoy Valdez, the pipeline, the fishing there, and the little town of Chicken. We've had some good times, played some beautiful golf courses, seen some interesting people, and talked to some interesting people, and just had a great time. We couldn't have probably done much better than what we did. Very few problems along the way with the vehicles and that sort of thing. But anyone going to Alaska, just believe that you're not going to average over 40 to 45 miles an hour on the roads from in Alaska. You're going to run into all kinds of things. But we were determined that we were going to make the route, go as slow as we had to, and we did not damage our rigs very little. We've had a great family time, and we're going to enjoy being together again down at Tropic Star in the valley. This concludes this tape, and I hope you have enjoyed every bit of it as much as we have recording it for you. See you soon.
We're in Rio Grande, New Mexico, in Bessie and Varlin's house, and we're having guitar night. Brandon and Varlin playing bass, and Elise, Matt playing lead.
Saturday morning here in Ruidoso, New Mexico, and we're gonna sit out here and watch a parade. There is a convention for the Motorcycle Association of New Mexico here, and the parade is gonna come right down this street. That guy's got his barbecue pit on the back.